What's up, everybody? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notification so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos, okay? Now, with us getting ready to gear up for the playoffs and the play-in and the postseason, uh, I think everybody, for the most part, well, there's probably 50-50. You got a lot of people that are uh, happy and joyous that we get to talk about somebody else or some other teams and some of these other players, other than just one dominant factor or one dominant team uh, being the pretty much topic of every conversation and in the media and just pretty much talking about the narrative and everything. I think there's a lot of people, such as myself, such as other people on here that want parity. They want to talk about other teams. They want to talk about other players and stuff. And I've been feeling like that. I've felt like that ever since I've watched, uh, basketball. As a fan, and also playing it because even when you do play the sport, you're a fan too as well. Uh, you know, Joel Embiid, man, had he pretty much captured the scoring title and everything. And at one point, uh, he needed to outscore Joel. When I talk about Giannis, he needed to outscore Joel in terms of the scoring title. But you didn't hear him talking about no scoring title. And on top of that, he some people were saying that he needed to play this sort of way or that sort of way in order to pretty much catapult both Jokic and as well as Joel Embiid in order to capture the MVP, right? But the thing about it is that Giannis isn't he's not focused on that sort of thing. Okay, he's not focused on that sort of thing. Um, you know, that's why like some people I trip on the fact that and it just stays in my mind, and I just trip on the fact that some people say that this guy is not a superstar, and trust me, it's not just one or two people. There's a lot of people that feel that way. Uh, they want you to be the way that they want you to be, and they want you to win the way that they want you to win. And if you're not winning or doing it the way that they want you to, then guess what? Then you have people out there that are gonna nitpick and do any little thing that they can to try to downplay what you're doing. Okay. Like for instance, okay, I've had conversations with people, and when we talk about Giannis, see, they'll talk about LeBron even LeBron in a good light. They'll talk about Kevin Durant in a great light. They'll talk about uh, even the younger players uh, in a great light. They even talk about Luca in a great light. Uh, even fucking James Harden and Joel Embiid and players like that. But when they talk about Giannis, I notice that you get a lot of um, interjections. If if fans or buts, right? However, they'll say, "Well, man, Giannis is, and they won't even say great. They'll say that he's good, but of course, what's the obvious thing and what's the Achilles heel? To a lot of people say that to his game, they'll say, Giannis is good, but he still needs to get better on his jump shot. While all along, you've seen, throughout the course of his career, that he's steadily, getting better with progress. It may not be at the pace that you want it to be, but he certainly is getting better in comparison to what he was when he first came in. Okay, they'll sit up there and they'll say, "Man, Giannis won a title, but um, it it was because this team, they weren't fully healthy, and that team, wasn't 100% and everything. So that champ, come on, right? Come on, But the thing about Giannis is that all along that you're saying these sort of things, all along that you're talking about these sort of things, all along that you're wanting this guy to focus on individual accolades. You want him to focus on MVPs. You want him to focus on scoring title. You want him to focus on defensive player of the year. No, this guy is not doing that. This guy is not doing that. Uh, his game is a combination of finesse, regardless of what anybody says. It's a combination of being rugged, and it's a combination of hard work and blue collar. Okay. Now, a reporter had asked about the scoring race for the title with Giannis, and he pretty much had downplayed the importance of an MVP trophy and individual accolades, and he actually encouraged teammates to focus on other things in basketball, and more importantly outside of the game too, in terms of life. And this is what he had to say. Okay, he said, quote, "It holds you back. Okay, I really believe in this." He said, "You don't get to your full potential when you worry about the wrong things." All right. uh, he said, "I'm obsessed with basketball. I really want to be the best that I can be. I've shown it time and time again that I'm about that." He said, and he continued, he said, "I'm not about the scoring championship. I could care less. I'm not about the MVP. I could care less. I just want to be the best player I can be wherever it takes me. I'm okay with that." He said, "If I keep worrying about if I could win the scoring championship or what I've done in the past, it takes me away from the goals I really want to achieve. I know a lot of people follow it. I know probably my teammates follow it. My brothers follow it." And he said, quote, he continued on and he said, "I try to close my social media and throw those distractions away just to focus on how I could get better, how I can make free throws, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, how I can improve my jump shot, how I can be a better teammate, how I could be stronger, more explosive, how I can make good decisions, how I can enjoy the game, how I can focus on myself without being selfish, just focusing on myself by making good decisions for myself and my teammates, how I can be in the moment and not worry about the future." And then he also said, that allow me to reach, those are the things that allow me to reach my full potential. Those are the things I worry about every single day, not scoring championships and MVPs. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a champion talking. That's a champion talking. That's not somebody that's selfish. That's not somebody that's worried about how he his stats, or him stat padding and all that other stuff. That's a player that you should want to play alongside with. He's working just as hard as you. Okay, he's diving on the floor just like you. He's putting on his hard hat just like you. He's being blue collar just like you. He's in the lab every day just like you. Okay, and see, you don't hear anything bad about him, but you do hear about certain superstars that you know they've been known to be prima donnas. They've been known not to want to practice, alongside their teammates. You known them to be focused on their stats, stuff like that. But you hadn't heard any of that about Giannis. You haven't heard any of that about Giannis. Matter of fact, you hear people talking about. You rarely hear anything about this guy. You know, and even when he's winning throughout the whole off season, guess what? We didn't hear nothing. Didn't hardly hear anything about Giannis. Even when people tried to call him, the best player in the NBA, people would be like, yeah, but yeah. Listen, like I said, it goes back to what I said earlier. They don't want to give this guy his just due. And we're here to counter that. We're here to do that. Okay. Now let's focus on something right quick, okay? Because I want people to understand how they always sit up here and say, okay, well, this guy can't shoot. This guy can't do this, and this guy can't do that. All right. Giannis has made 78% of uh Milwaukee Bucks free throw. Yeah, I think 17 70 he had a 78% and Giannis was the one that was actually making a good percentage, a high percentage from free throws this season when it comes to the Milwaukee Bucks. And that's key because what did they say about Giannis? They said that this guy couldn't shoot free throws. He can't shoot a jumper to save his life. He's horrible from three point land. But as he told you, he's focusing on other things outside of just getting awards and accolades. And in order for him to do that, that's what he has to do. Listen, I'm not tired of hearing about Giannis. I know some people are. They want to know. Right now, in the midst, I could get on here and talk about, Frank Vogel. I could milk that cow all fucking day, right? I could get on here and talk about the Lakers. I could get on here and talk about Quinn Snyder, Mark Jackson, LeBron. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because when we're talking about like going against what this media is all about, this is a prime example. This is what should be pushed. This is what should be talked about. This is what we should be, you know, pretty much putting out on the table, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I did talk about Frank Vogel this morning, as opposed to what's up, Mojo? I see you in the building. I did talk about Frank Vogel this morning in regards to Charles Barkley. I did talk about that, but the thing about it is that my point is that it was the inability of the Lakers front office to what's up with it, Albuquerque? I see you in the building. It was the inability of the front office of the Lakers to make proper decisions in order to have a head coach be successful. They knew that Frank Vogel was not going to be the proper coach. Now, did he bring him a chip? Yeah, they brought him a chip, but a lot of people didn't respect that. And we could identify similar. A lot of people don't respect Giannis's chip, regardless of if it wasn't in a bubble or not. They still don't respect Giannis' chip. They don't respect the fact that he won MVP. They don't respect the fact that he won Defensive Player of the Year. They don't respect the fact that this guy plays both ends of the floor. They don't respect none of that. And I love it. I think it's absolutely great. Man, listen, if you think that Milwaukee, even though Milwaukee is second right now, and they're they're getting ready to go into the playoffs and everything, and some people are not calling my Milwaukee Bucks the favorite, and you got to recognize that. Listen, they are still the defending champs. Okay, I think there was maybe one person. I've seen one or two people say that it's going to be Phoenix and what'd you say, Albuquerque, Turkey. You said that the Lakers front office is a front mess. Oh yeah, we know that. We know that. We know that. Now you see, the thing about it is that when you look at the front office of a Phoenix, and let's not act like Phoenix haven't had they haven't had any drama or turmoil go down, because we know the situation that went on with Sarver and the whole situation with the civil rights and stuff like that, the racist stuff or whatever. But for the most part, they've taken care of that quietly, which is what a great organization is supposed to do. Keep things in house and keep from stuff spilling over into the players and having it affect your play. And that's what has happened with the Lakers. Listen, Giannis is not making any excuse, and Giannis has plenty of guys on his team that aren't spring chickens. Brook Lopez is not a spring chicken, and he's got an injury that, or he had an injury, and still kind of probably still struggling with it just a little bit. He has an injury where a lot of players, it affects their career when we talk about the back, right? And then also check this out too. He's got guys on his team, like what's up with it, DTG? I see you in the building. He's got guys on his team, that they're not considered superstars, and they're considered pretty much role players. He hasn't made any excuses. He just continues to work on his game, and even when guys aren't paying attention. See, I trip out because the people that the world and popularity, stuff like that they're not paying attention to, those seem to be the best and most successful people. When we talk about team success and even individual success, what does Giannis say? He's not worried about no individual success. That's you people. They'll sit up there and they'll say, yeah, the Lakers are bad, but man, LeBron scoring all these points. Okay, what impact did it have? But you're not talking about how Russell Westbrook had clearly had a better half of the second half of the season, but you praise James Harden, and this is another thing too. I want to point out to people. Russell Westbrook clearly blew James Harden out of the water in terms of his stats, especially the second half of the season. You talking a guy that was damn near shooting close to 50% from the field. I'm talking about a Westbrook for the second half of the season, in comparison to a guy like James Harden, who was shooting in the last 10 games. James Harden has shot like 37%. I had to point that out to some people. He shot 37%, and he shot 30.6% from 3-pointers. And on top of that, he was averaging like four turnovers, 4 points something turnovers. Russell Westbrook has cut down on that. But see, the media, they want to trick you into believing, oh yeah, well, James Harden is exempt from all the smoke. James Harden don't have no trouble. They never talk about any of his shooting deficiencies and none of that stuff. They only talk about how efficient he is. But when Russell Westbrook, when he don't, they'll say, oh yeah, well, Russ played it. He played an okay game. Come on, and they do the same. Believe it or not, they do the same thing to Giannis. Listen, they're forced to talk about Giannis. They're forced to talk about Giannis. They're not. It's not something that they'll look at there and that's the topic of conversation and everything. They don't want to talk about Giannis. Shoot, I do. I keep talking about him now. Am I gonna be objective with Giannis and when he's struggling, put it out there and put it out on the table? Absolutely. What's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building, and I'm gonna talk about your Golden State Warriors a little bit later. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about when it comes to the Warriors. Trust and believe. We definitely gonna talk about the Warriors. It's a lot of stuff that a lot of questions that need to be uh, answered, especially after the season. But we'll get into that. But yeah, man. I mean, this is what and see, this is they look for something else. What's up with it, Jason Murphy? I see you in the building. This is the thing that I don't I don't understand, right? Um, you know, if he was shooting out of his mind, if Giannis was shooting out of his mind and he was just coming out there gunning 3 pointers, out there, pulling up from 40 and playing the game, a style of game that he's not accustomed to doing and stuff like that, and their team was losing and stuff like that, then guess what you would be saying? You would be saying, oh, well, I don't know why this guy continues to shoot the ball, or, they would ridicule him, sort of like what they did with Russell Westbrook, saying, okay, well, this guy shoots poor and he can't do this and he can't do that and everything. But when he's winning, then you want to you want to talk on both ends out the side of your neck and on both ends of your mouth, man, it don't make any sense. Okay, now that the guy, he's winning. Ah, well, man, he did that because he got Drew Holiday, or he has Chris Middleton, or he got this guy, he got that guy. Hey, you can't say that right away because look at this. They were counting out the Bucks at the beginning of the season. They were clearly counting them out because of all the adversities that they went through. Hell yeah, DTG, man, it is facts. They listen. The media, the media just wants it. Why can't the media talk about and rave about the fact that Giannis has improved on his jump shot? It is team sports, exactly, and that's what he said. Go back and wait, what? Go back and listen. Go back and go listen to the beginning of the video because I think sometimes you'll come in here and you'll listen to a quote, but I don't think you have an understanding of what I read. Okay, and you can also go look at you could go listen to to the interview post game about Giannis when they asked him about scoring and all this other stuff. And see, and another thing, the Bucks are number two. Y'all are about to play a playing game. It's because they talk about LeBron every day, and I'm tired of it. Well, I mean, the only way we're gonna stop, the only way, Alex, the only way that it's gonna stop is if we stop, you know, talking about it. You know, and if you're gonna talk about them, well, Bucks at number three. Okay, well, but that's still higher. listen, that's I know whether they're number two or whether they're number three, right? Wait, what? Guess what? They're higher. They're higher than your Nets. Okay, they're higher than your Nets. Right. So you want a champ? You want a trophy for getting that right, man? It doesn't matter. That's what the problem is. You want to get technical about things. You know, two, three, it don't matter. They still rank higher than y'all. They in that thing. Y'all got to worry about what's finna go down with the Cavs. Look at him. He mad now. Look at him. He mad. Oh man, that's all he needed is a little motivation just to come on in here.
You done capping? You done capping? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I
cap,
said,
man.
bro. Right
Well,
now,
if I'm capping it, how y'all planning to play in game?
listen, bro. Listen. We got to handle this business right here. We got to handle this business right here tonight.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I know
Okay, so
Cleveland
what
gonna
if you
come out hella
lose?
strong. I know Kevin Love gave them 15 minutes last game over 30 points. So I know he gonna be a factor today because of the Jared Allen situation. So he gonna be more integrated into the offense and the defense, so much of it. However, we gotta come out here like dogs. We gotta start the game like dogs and,
Yeah,
and,
but
and
we're
continue it throughout dogs.
unfortunately we're
Mm-hmm.
listen. Unfortunately, we're talking about somebody that you choose not to talk about. So let's talk about and let's stay on this topic first.
Mm-hmm.
But see, you don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about you know, guys that could be possibly irrelevant.
Okay, so you want me to talk about Milwaukee and Chicago? So I think Giannis would handle that. I think Giannis would show you
Mm-mm. No,
again
no,
that he
no, no,
can
no, no.
handle.
I want you to give something that you failed to do, and that you failed to do for I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how long, which is to give him his just due since last season.
Wait, what is that?
To give Giannis his just due.
Yo, whoa, hold on. Never took it away from him. He do what he
Yeah,
had to
you
do.
did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you
He
did.
won
Yes,
this
you
team a
did. You went
championship.
so as far you went so as
Hmm.
far you went so as far to say that. Oh yeah, well, Giannis had Drew Holiday, he's a superstar. Giannis had Chris Middleton, he's a superstar. Or I think
Okay,
he said All Star. I think it was. I don't know.
yeah. Thank you. Because sometimes superstar and all star is two different words, and it got a lot of
Yeah,
a
but
lot
Drew
of
Holiday wasn't an
different
All
weight to
Star.
each other.
But go ahead though. Yeah.
But not. But what I was saying is that like I feel like people always skip over the fact that when it was in Eastern Conference Finals, a lot of people forget this. It was tied 2-2. Giannis wasn't there, so you had to have a player as in Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton who are in their prime. You know what I'm saying? All star, superstar, those titles are made by humans who do not play the game and not actually
Mhm.
involved into it. So they feel like they got
Right.
to separate the players they watch.
Right.
However, I see players in their prime, and you cannot deny their prime. That's regardless of it. I see Middleton in his prime, and Drew Holiday is still in his prime. So for the simple fact that people try to confuse all stars or when they get it as in their prime. No, it's just an opportunity where somebody voted on them for a good season. All, prime is something that you've been doing consistently. Drew Holiday been consistent. He not have been like as I'm saying, he haven't been on winning teams as of before Milwaukee. However, he gave you contributiveness of what he do to the end of the ropes. Same thing go for Middleton. He was an all-star last year and the year prior. He gave you something. He gave you a closer mentality because you needed that from him compared to when you had Giannis who was unable to shoot more consistency that he gives now. For the simple fact that people avoid not not miss, not look at, but avoid on purpose what happened in Eastern Conference Finals when the series was tied 2-2. You had to use those two stars to get the Milwaukee Bucks to the championship. So to this day, motherfucking Giannis Antetokounmpo has not led the Milwaukee Bucks to the finals. He won them a finals, but he had not led them to the finals. That's why it's
Yes,
a
he
complete
has.
team. Let me finish. That's why it's a complete team effort because you had Drew Holiday and
Hmm.
Middleton who got the Milwaukee Bucks to the finals and
No, he
then
didn't.
gave it to Giannis to close it.
No, okay. When did Chris Middleton become get his first All Star appearance?
2022. I mean 2020.
Okay, exactly. When he played with who? With Milwaukee
For
Bucks. See, you thought I
what
was,
do you
and I'm
mean?
gonna let you go in a minute, Daryl Shalom. Hold on one second. Listen, you thought I was getting ready to say when he played with Giannis. Do you know that? You know that Chris Middleton has been in the league for 9 years, right?
Correct.
Okay, so and this is his first. Well, that was his first in 2020. That was his first All Star appearance.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're saying, "Oh yeah, well, man, he's in his prime," and and all this other stuff, you're making it seem like, "Oh yeah, he's continuously been an All Star and has put in work and all this other stuff or whatever without the likes of Giannis Antetokounmpo." I mean, which makes absolutely no sense. And you're saying that Giannis did not lead. Okay, yes. If you want to give smaller, that just goes back to what you were saying about the whole technicality. You're too technical with stuff. You're saying, oh yeah, well they're number three. Okay, two and three, they still above your ass. Then on top of that, you sit up there and you say, oh yeah, well, uh, man, they got past Atlanta, nigga. Getting goddamn well, nigga. They was gonna get to them regardless. And
I,
the way that he was playing before he hyperextended his knee, my last point, he was already playing at an unbelievable level. Just the fact of how hard he was playing and wanted to continue to play. For you to sit up there and say that he wasn't capable of doing that, you're out your mind. Now I've gave Middleton his credit. Middleton was awesome on defense, and so was Drew Holiday. But on their offensive side, check this out. Name how you see a bulk of, and Daryl Sloan knows this. He missed a bulk of layups when we talk about Drew Holiday. And on top of that, let's talk about Middleton. He was very inefficient and made some ill-advised decisions at the rim too as well when that people had got on Middleton about. He made up for it in other ways, but you act like Middleton was so damn consistent and he led the team the whole entire year. And that's what I'm trying to get you to see, man. He was consistent on defense. Him and Drew Holiday, they were consistent on defense, not on offense. But Giannis was consistent on both offense and defense the whole entire year. Go,
I do
go
want.
ahead, wait, and then after that, man, let the brother Daryl Sloan go ahead and
All right,
go.
I'm gonna just say this so Daryl Soul can get his point off, but I'm already sensing that y'all treating Giannis in that LeBron camp as in making it seem like it's all Giannis and nobody else, and I'm seeing that already, and it's kind of sad. However, I'm a digress on that. Go ahead, Daryl.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all fellas doing?
What's up with it, man? You ain't been here in a minute, man.
Pretty
Oh yeah, I've
excited
been
for the
busy,
night.
man. I
Come
went.
on, man.
Yeah, I know,
Come
man.
on,
Yeah, I know.
man. Oh,
I know
man.
you gonna do it.
No,
Yeah, I know
no,
y'all gonna
Daryl
do me for
Sloan,
that,
man,
man.
the historian, man. Y'all make sure y'all
Yeah.
go subscribe to the homeboy, Daryl Sloan. Go ahead, brother. Take it away.
Okay. Um, Look, I mean, people talk about closing. I mean, look, like I said, basketball's a team game. It takes more than one person to win basketball games, And I mean, look, man. If everybody's not doing their job, nobody's gonna win for the most part. And as far as people talk about closing, people talk about shooting the basketball. It's more about just shooting. I mean, it's more about what people do in between the line between both ends of the basketball. See what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, as far as the Bucks, as far as the Bucks is concerned, I think they got a chance of repeating. It's just not going to work if everybody's not doing their job. You see what I'm saying? Chris Middleton, I'm talking about everybody. Everybody's got to be firing at all cylinders to make it even possible. To make it even possible for them to go back to the NBA Finals. And the road to the NBA Finals this year, it's even tougher for the Bucks. So I think Chris Middleton has some good games, but he's going to be even better. And so is the rest of the other team. So is the rest of the team, man. You see what I'm saying? It's going to take dedication. It's going to take health. It's going, like I said, it's going to take durability, and they're going to have to be better than it was last year, man. So that's all I have to say about that.
Yo, you said, how you doing? My name is brother Daryl. I just want to ask you a few
Man, he know
questions
who
off
the
your.
hell you are, man. Stop
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I just
know
playing.
who
want
he
to
is.
ask you a
Yeah,
few
that
questions
DeAndre
off of
Ayton
your
thing. Yeah, I know
statements.
who he is. I
Yeah, I
know
just
who
want
he
to
is.
ask a few questions off your statements
Yeah, this the
if you had the
motherfucker that
time.
said that Giannis ain't no superstar. But go ahead though.
Yeah, all right.
But
Couple question off your statements. One, when you said the Milwaukee Bucks will have a tougher road this year, can you elaborate on that, please?
well, the thing is about the Nets situation. The Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie Irving. About him getting hurt. Hopefully they stay healthy. And the Kevin Durant. I think this is going to be a retool year. As far as, like I said, as far as the Brooklyn Nets, and as far as the Philadelphia 76ers, my thing is this year. I think this year, um, health is gonna be the thing. And what I'm saying is everybody wants them to replay the Brooklyn Nets. And then again, there wasn't no excuse last year to me. But this year, it's not gonna be no question really this year. Everybody talking about Kevin Durant about his foot was inches within inches on the line. I just want to see what's going to happen this year. I'm not saying it's going to be a guarantee they're going to play. I just want to see what's going to happen this year. You see what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
you hear all this stuff about Kyrie Irving got hurt, and which is true, but at the same time, I also want to see what's going to happen.
I just want to say something. Couple things. It's kind of shameful how you're approaching this because it's simple fact that the Brooklyn Nets not even in the playoff right now, and the
I mean, they
And the
should make it.
Milwaukee
They should
Bucks
make it.
first round. Hold on, right quick. Milwaukee Bucks first round has already been sketched as in the Chicago Bull. So, are you
Okay.
really believing the Milwaukee Bucks will get over the Chicago Bulls so easily?
No, I never said easily.
I'm asking. It's a question.
No, no,
There's a
no, no, no,
question mark at
no,
the
no,
end.
no, no. I never said easily. I never
No,
said
no,
easily.
I'm asking a question. Do you believe Milwaukee Bucks can get over Chicago Bulls so easily? It's a question.
No, I never. No, no. I
Okay.
said no.
All right.
I said no. I said no. But what I'm saying is that's why I said it's gonna be a tougher road. It's gonna be a tougher road this year. You
Wait.
see what I'm
So the
saying?
first
Called
round
teams.
last year against Miami Heat will be tougher than the Chicago Bulls, who missing their best, they starting point guard and their best defensive player, Alonzo Ball.
Like I said, man, it's gonna take an effort. It's gonna take a team. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
I never said it was gonna be easy. I never said it was gonna be easy. But what I'm saying is this is the playoffs. It's not the regular season. This is the playoffs, man. You never know what could happen. It's not the same. It's not the same as the regular season. You can be missing your best players all you want to, and that's fine. I get it, and it has an effect on the team. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is it's called the playoffs for a reason. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't dumb. This is the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's the playoffs for a reason, man.
Yeah, but
And I'm not.
it's kind of strange though that every time Milwaukee plays somebody, they always missing one of their best players. So it's
I
quite
don't.
interesting.
I don't. Yeah, I don't make excuses for no team. I don't
Yeah.
care if they miss. I don't make excuses for no team, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make excuses for no team. You win, you win. I don't make excuses for nobody. That's just the thing. It's not. It's not the team's fault they can't stay. It can't stay healthy. But
Oh.
the playoffs is really a healthy game. You got to stay healthy. That's just the main thing. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. And then whoever come out on top, I'm sure they deserve to come out on top. Whoever from the east or the west, they deserve to come out on top. It's really a place of health. It really is, and how you perform. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's the whole thing about it. It's not going to be easy. I believe Milwaukee will win, but like I said, if Milwaukee don't, if everybody don't play to their standard, and that includes I'm not zipping nobody. If everybody don't play to their standard, they're not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere.
So earlier in your statement, you had let me play back some of this list of I was typing up because I was taking down your information. So earlier on your assessment about the games of last year, you felt like Milwaukee and Brooklyn, there should have been no excuse. You felt like everything was kind of even. Are you really standing on that?
Due to the injury,
Uh-huh.
due to the injury, James Harden played a couple of games, but due to the injury of Kyrie Irving,
Mm-hmm.
it's all fair. It's all fair game. Now, before he went down, I think they was beating him. I think they were killing him the first game or something or so, if I'm not mistaken. But it's all fair game. Their team was pretty much even when Kyrie Irving went down. I don't wish no injury against nobody.
Wait,
You
wait,
see what
wait,
I'm
wait, wait,
saying?
wait, wait, wait. So you saying due to the fact that Kyrie Irving went down, it made the teams both sides even? Are you standing on that sword?
I stand on that pretty much. Cause James Harden wasn't really playing like that. I think he had a hamstring. But what I'm saying is,
Wow.
what I'm yeah. But what
Wow.
I'm saying is, I think last year,
Mm.
I think yeah.
I
I
mean,
stand on that.
why,
Wow.
hold on, wait a minute. Wait, what? Why are you so, I mean,
I'm
dog,
appalled.
no, hold on. The majority of the people felt the way that, that Brother Sloan felt. I felt that way too.
The fact
Yeah, I
that
mean,
Kyrie Irving went
There was a
down.
lot of, hold on, wait a minute. Because we got to be honest with something. There was some optimism going, there was a little, it might have been okay on Wait What's In. Of course, he wasn't that optimistic about it because he was like, oh no, we got that in the bag in terms of beating Milwaukee. But my optimism is actually making your point. Wait, what? You know why? Because check this out.
Mhm.
You said that if it wasn't for Middleton, guys like Drew Holiday, Bobby Portis don't get no credit either. And on top of that, last year when we talk about PJ Tucker, well, guess what? What were they known for? They were for defense. So that's
yeah.
why I said that's why they had of any chance. And what was the deficiency that I kept telling you about? Wait, what? But you wanted to go at me. You talk about Budenholzer. Oh man, give him a chance. Budenholzer's the better coach than Giving for, and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
Not when it came to Steve Kerr and the weapons that he would have had.
I'm expecting for Brooklyn to go to the playoffs. Let's just say if they don't. Let's just say if Brooklyn don't happen or not. It still could be no easy work for Milwaukee. You see what I'm saying? It's still not. Even listen, even with the injuries, again, this is a game of health. Playoffs, I mean, like I said, it's a game of health more than anything. It's a game of
Mhm.
durability.
Mhm.
Even if Brooklyn don't make the playoffs, which they should, but let's just say if they don't, Milwaukee still got to be firing out all the cylinders, man. Period. I don't care who's hurt. This is the playoffs is serious. It's really serious. So
So
I'm not making no excuses. Even though they hurt, I'm not making excuses for nobody. You earn it, you get what you earn. Period.
yeah,
Y'all, hey, wait, y'all are.
I'm just
Oh, my bad.
appalled.
Go ahead. Wait, what?
I'm just appalled
Okay,
at
okay,
some of his statements.
okay,
Not
that's
so
fine.
much about this
Y'all under
year.
the most pressure, man.
I just feel like the fact that it was just only like James Harden got hurt in the first, I believe, 30
I,
seconds
I believe he had a
of that
hamstring. Yeah, for
series.
those playoffs. Yes, I
If I
believe
had
he
to go
did.
back, I will get that information, but I believe it was less than a minute in the start
Okay,
of that game. So
okay. I could be
so
wrong. I know
James
he had a
Harden.
hamstring for the series. Yeah.
So no, I'm just saying James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant never played not like more than 2 minutes against Milwaukee in that series. So for you to say, like, you making it seem like all three of them niggas was on the court and one of them niggas went out and then that shit
Even
happened. No, it was a simple fact that one of them niggas who actually had a hamstring, even with the pressure of playing Milwaukee, he still was out. He kind of had to force himself to play because he had to be I guess you could say, a bystander. However, it actually hurted our offense even more by having him out
yeah,
there and tremendously destroyed our defense at times. However, the game was still close.
yeah, it
The
was.
game was still possible. So now we get an opportunity where you got a Kyrie Irving back and you adding players such as Seth Curry, Bruce Brown, actually have more arsenal weapons in his game this year compared to last year. You actually got big bodies and
Mm-hmm.
LaMarcus, who wasn't there. You got an Andre Drummond, who is there now. You got a Claxton with another year under his belt and
Mm-hmm.
being able to mobile with the guards compared to last year in the playoffs. It was foul machine. And then you got a true point guard in Gordon, who's going to come
Mm-hmm.
back from this health and safety protocol sooner or later, if we handle our business tonight against
Yeah,
Cleveland, because that's
yeah,
the first step. You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, I'm not
It
even
looks good
speaking
on
about
paper.
playoffs,
It
but
looks good.
what I feel that the Milwaukee Bucks is very disrespectful at is the fact that they didn't handle their business this past Sunday. The fact they could have quiet all this noise right
Uh-huh.
here, first round, and make sure there's no excuse. Put them more
Listen.
play.
Listen. Wait.
Put them more
I'm not
prep.
listening.
I ain't
I
gonna lie. I
said.
ain't gonna lie. I just need to finish this off, and then you can
I'm
have
sorry.
it, bro.
I
You know what
apologize.
I'm
Go ahead.
saying?
Go ahead.
Because
Go ahead.
I see that a lot now. But like I was saying, the fact that if they could have squashed all this questioning about Brooklyn questions, they could have handled this situation and grabbed that number 2 spot. Regardless, even if he wasn't there, even if you don't get the 7th seed, you shut down Cleveland from having an opportunity. You become a killer. You take away the chance of doing something. But no, you playing games. You give Drew Holiday 8 seconds and then give him an
Yeah.
intentional foul to get out the game.
But okay, what I'm saying is all that stuff ain't gonna matter. Yeah, all that stuff ain't gonna, this like I said, the playoffs is the playoffs. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? This is the test. I mean, all that stuff you're
Can't
saying
wait.
about Brooklyn. Yeah, again, okay. All I'm saying is all that stuff you mentioned about Brooklyn Nets, it looks good on paper, my brother. It looks good on paper, man. And I just said out of my mouth, I'm not making no excuses. I said even though the Bulls have injuries, Lonzo Ball is a big blow. Can play defense, can stay in front of the ball handler. It makes the defense does make a big difference in the playoffs. And I wish he was healthy. And I wish he was, but at the same time, I remember my first statement. Polo Sports heard what I said. Everybody in this chat room heard what I said. I'm not making no excuses, even though teams have injuries. I'm not. You can't. Because I'm gonna compete consistent with everybody. I'm not making no excuses for Milwaukee. I'm not. They're the target. They're still the team to beat. Even though there may be teams playing better than them in the regular season, they still the team to beat, period. I'm not making no excuses, even though they have injuries. I'm not. I'm not. Nobody's going to end up taking it easy on nobody in the playoffs. But what I'm saying is, it all looks good on paper, but at the end of the day, you still got to play the game. Period. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying? That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
How
I'm not
many
making no excuses.
how
Period.
many games
Nobody.
how many games you got Milwaukee over Chicago?
I'll give them 6 games, 4-2.
How many games you got in the Toronto,
I,
in the Toronto and Philly game?
yeah, due to James Harden, that I think he might not show up. It's probably can go 7 games, man. I listen.
Who you leaning
I
towards
wouldn't be
though?
surprised. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't. Oh, what was that? What did you say?
I said who you leaning towards in that 7 game? You said 7, so you leaning
Oh,
towards Philly?
hey, man, possibly Toronto, man.
Oh
Possibly
wow.
Toronto. Yeah, yes, possibly Toronto.
I told
James,
you, man.
I'm being
Ain't
realistic.
nobody counting us.
Wow.
I'm not ruling that out, though, man. I can't automatically assume that's because your team a higher seed. That's because they've been a better team. I can't assume it, man.
But
I
that's an
can't.
MVP on that team though.
It don't
That's
make it. It don't
Embiid.
make a difference. It don't make a difference, man. Don't make a difference. It don't make a difference. It don't make a difference. You got MVP. It don't make a difference, man. You can still lose. You can still dominate a game and lose, man.
But you
If
got
you,
two former MVP. Like you got one who gonna become an MVP, and then you got another former
again,
MVP in James Harden.
again, brother. Again, brother. Like I was saying, it looks good on paper, man. It looks good. It looks good, man. Yeah, on paper, yes. But that's not. That don't mean it's gonna be the outcome. That don't mean it's gonna be the
Would that
outcome.
take a shot? Would that take a shot at Embiid and James
Lose,
Harden
lose.
career?
Does it take? Does it take a shot on James Harden career or Joel
Yeah,
Embiid?
like both of them because like they went through
Absolutely,
all this shit and
absolutely.
they gonna be exiting the first round.
Absolutely. Let me tell you why. Ben Simmons is gone, right? He's with the Brooklyn Nets. Okay. People think that's because somebody can shoot, it's gonna automatically solve your problems. Just because you can do that, don't mean it's gonna solve your problems. If so, Philly after they won 3 straight games when James Harden got there, or I think they won 3 or 4, they would have a couple of problems since then. James Harden again, once again, time and time again, offensively, it's as far as the second option, it's probably not showing up like he's supposed to. You see what I'm saying? But what we're going to see. I can't sit there and say that Philly's going to automatically win. No, they can get bounced out in the first round. Again, injury. Listen, you can have them, but I ain't making no excuses. I got Philly. I got Toronto, or it's probably gonna be 7 games, man. It's probably 7 games. I don't know, but I'm just going by being realistic. I got Milwaukee beating out Chicago. Chicago gonna give Milwaukee problems, man. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a rough, rugged 6 games. It's going to be that, and I'm preparing myself for shockers, man. I love Philly. Houston and Philly. That's like Polo Sports. No, they're my 2 favorite teams always been, but but Houston is terrible. But what I'm saying is, I can't rule that out, man. That the best teams can get out at the first round. I'm not ruling it out. I'm not.
All right. So
I,
do you have Luka leaving the first round this year?
Maybe. If he don't leave the first round, I could probably give him a pass. But after this is it, man. Next year, next year, if you don't, leave the first round, look, man, you can't give Luka no excuse either. He should.
They
He
play
should.
Utah, so
see, it's gonna be a tough series for Luka, man. It's gonna be a tough series, and I gotta watch out for the Clippers too. I gotta watch out for Clippers too, man, because they've been doing good. Majority of the their two superstars.
So you think they gonna beat Minnesota?
Yeah,
Again,
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, they should. Again, they should. I took them in 7 games. I think the Clippers gonna be there 7 games.
No. It's a playing game. The
The
Minnesota
playing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's
It's
a
a one
play.
game thing.
Oh, my fault. I'm sorry. Yeah, they should pull it out. Yeah, they should.
I don't know, man. I think Minnesota gonna get that second seed, and I think we're gonna see a young bull
Okay,
battle between Memphis and Minnesota.
let,
I can see that.
let me
A
let me
lot of
ask you
young
this. Wait, let me ask you this. Wait,
superstars.
what? Let me ask you this. Let me
Hold
ask
up.
you this. Who is a better matchup for Memphis, the Minnesota or the Clippers? Who do you
Minnesota.
think would be a better matchup?
Minnesota all the way. For the simple fact that Minnesota got a lot of pieces that the people are not really seeing them a lot because their games do not be broadcast a lot. You know what I'm saying? For them to get to at least they got 10 games over 500 as in 46-36. You them 46 wins, if people actually paid attention to them, they have some real everybody feed. Russ, Anthony, Carl. They got the young bulls coming off the bench. I forgot they had another power forward who be balling. I don't know his name on site right now, but they got so many pieces, just like Memphis, who got so many pieces as a team effort to do something. That's why I feel like their matchup gonna be such interesting pieces.
I think Memphis is the dark horse, man. I think Memphis is the dark horse. I'm gonna tell you why. They shown what I like about them. They've shown they can still win games without their best player. They can still hold down without their best player. They've shown they can do that. They can still win as a team and lose as a team, and win more as a team without their best player. Period.
Hey, Stephon Green, I think you're doing the fortune teller move by guessing the Miami and Philly in the second round because
It's Stephen Green, man.
Yes.
My bad, Stephen Green. I gotta do better on my reading.
No, it's no
Abilities.
problem, man. It's no problem, man.
All right, thank you, brother, for that. I'm glad you gave me encouragement. But when he said, listen,
Nigga,
Miami,
y'all need all the encouragement you can give over there in Brooklyn, and
yo,
so do
listen.
I'm not even gonna front,
I'ma
man.
keep it about with you, though.
Man,
I'm gonna keep it about with you.
Both of us need encouragement. Wait, what?
I can see, not even trying to be funny. I can see either Charlotte. All right, first of all, whoever went out of Charlotte and Atlanta, depending, I feel like out of them two teams, one of them teams can actually beat Miami in a 7-game series.
This is what I would like to see, man. I don't know if it's going to be tough for Milwaukee. This is what I would like to see. It's too early, but I would like to see Milwaukee play the Phoenix Suns in the NBA Finals again. I would love to see that. But Milwaukee got to win the East. But what I'm saying is I would love to see them play the Phoenix Suns again. That's what I would love to see.
But you don't see you can't see Atlanta or Charlotte upsetting Miami in the first round?
Yeah. Again, listen, the playoffs, man. The playoffs. I can see that. People can get upset, man. There's teams that can. It can be a huge upset. I'm not, like I said again. I'm not ruling out Milwaukee not being able to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not, because like I said, it's a different game. I can't just assume stuff, man. People up there talking about like Philly's gonna run over Toronto. No. As long as James Harden be inconsistent, there's always be a chance. There's always be a chance that you're gonna lose in the first round.
There's
always be a chance. There's always be a chance.
Hey, Daryl Slow, man, I'm finna flame your ass if you finna say win.
but Polo, you
Nah, I'm
gotta keep
fucking
it a
with you,
buck
Dale.
though.
I thought, hey, I was like, man,
Hey,
I know
to be honest,
Dale
I
ain't
would have
gonna
deserved
say
it.
it. I
Hey,
know
I
he
would
ain't
have
gonna
deserved it.
say it.
Yeah, I would have deserved. Hey, listen, I would have deserved it. Rightfully so, man. I would have deserved it. Period. But
Hey,
go
but
ahead.
Polo, what I heard though is that
What?
James Harden, the reason why he
Mm.
been playing like this for the last couple of weeks for y'all is because he been trying to focus on giving Embiid that scoring title.
Man, I'm not.
I
I'm
Man,
not.
heard
I'm.
nah,
I
I'm.
heard
I'm
nah,
that.
not.
nah, nah, man.
There
I
ain't
ain't
no
going
excuse,
for
man.
that.
Joel Embiid was
I
leading
ain't
the
going for
NBA in
that
scoring. Yeah,
because
Joel Embiid was leading when Ben Simmons got there. He was leading the NBA in scoring for the majority of this year, and also he done it when James Harden got there. So there ain't no excuse, man.
yeah,
He
and
just
check this out,
I
and
can't
check
make it.
this out too. Check this out too. Wait, what? This is another thing too.
Mhm.
Look, he's been shooting. I made a point earlier, Del Sloan, and wait, what? He played way worse than Russell Westbrook the second half of the season. This dude, the last 10
Mm.
games, want to know how much he shot? He shot 37% from the field. Okay. He was shooting 40. He was actually shooting 41% at one point. Went down. Guess what he been shooting since y'all call him such a great 3-point and knockdown shooter from 3-point? He shot 30% from 3-pointer. Guess who shoots that much? Giannis. Giannis actually was shooting 31%.
And that's good for
Then on
Giannis.
top of that, guess what?
That's
He's had 4 turnovers. Everybody like, oh, well, he's double digit in assists. Yeah, 10.2. But guess how many turnovers he's getting? 4.3, which is second in the league.
exactly. Not
Mm.
only they get not only their turnovers, their apple turnovers, the McDonald's, their apple turnovers, all the sugar. You see what I'm saying? So
And you can look it up. Wait, what? Because I know.
Oh no, I'm
Wait,
not
what?
knocking
Man,
that.
he's scientific and shit. That motherfucker be
Nah,
checking.
nah.
oh, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being there. I mean,
I
it's
just
all
feel
about the
like
facts.
I just feel
I don't
like
blame him.
I just feel like honestly, if you look at what James like, I feel like he gonna explode, bro. I
I,
honestly, I just get a feel that because he hear all this noise. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like he hear all this noise about him not being like that player no more, et cetera, et cetera. I really believe he can like. I think he's gonna be very interesting, especially with Thibault being out in Canada, not being able to go there. I really
It's gonna
and
be a big
listen,
deal.
That's gonna
listen.
be
I
even
heard his interview.
worse.
Polo, with Thibault and the situation about how he feel about it. Hey, man, that nigga sound like Kyrie to me, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and guess
Man,
who?
man.
Guess who locked him up? It was fucking Kyrie.
Yeah, you got James Harden. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
man. Come on. Wait, what, Nick? Dog, you really think? Hey, Daryl Sloan. That's why I'm with him 100%. You really think that he gonna turn a new leaf and play with Toronto, who could run, who could get in transition? Let's
based on
not
okay,
forget
listen,
about
based on the history.
shooting. You got Fred VanVleet. You got Gary Trent Jr., who everybody was, oh,
Okay,
Polo, you capping
I
about
want to be fair.
Gary Trent Jr. That motherfucker shoot 50% from
I
the
want to be
field.
fair to what my man is saying. I want to be fair to what my man is saying. Based on the history, no. But when like I said, when the playoffs get here, we have to see. Based on the
Yeah,
history, no. But when the playoffs get here, we have to see. Based on James Harden's history, I'm saying it again. Based on James Harden's
And,
history, no. But let's see what
and
happens in
wait,
the
what?
playoffs.
hey,
And
Huh?
wait,
look,
what? And Daryl, you know me. I'll come on here and be the first to say it. I'll be like, hey, I was with the brother Daryl Sloan. I was with Wait What, man. Wait What, man. He had a good point about James Harden. But you
Yeah.
already know if he don't, I'm gonna be looking for you, Wait What.
yo, I'm here. I'm here all day. I just like I said, man. I'm looking at his body movement for the last couple games.
Mm-hmm.
You might not see it, but for me, I seen that he was trying to really feed and focus on Embiid, striking for what he wants. And now I think going into the playoffs is none of that. Okay, we in the regular season mindset. Let's go for awards and none of that. I think that right now you're gonna see at least by the 2015 James Harden coming in
I,
2022.
I,
I'm
I
seeing that. I'm seeing
Okay.
that.
I mean, okay. I mean, I want the Philly to win. Like I said. I mean, look, I want them to go to the NBA Finals. I want them to do good in the playoffs, man. But like I said, I feel it's gonna be a great playoffs. I
Oh yeah, it's
mean,
gonna be beautiful.
yeah, I'm not counting I mean, listen, just like me, and you talking about, man. I'm not counting the best teams just to flat out come out on top. This is gonna be a rough, rugged series, and I'm not going. Like I said, I'm not going to rule out the best teams make it to the NBA Finals, man. I'm not gonna rule that out because, like I said, the playoffs is a different animal. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a different atmosphere. It's just like you got another chance all over again.
Yeah,
You see
everything
what I'm
is
saying?
zero. Everything is
Yes.
zero.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying for the Bucks, it's gonna be even harder. It's gonna be even harder.
And
They
I
got a
really
target.
hope, and I'm crossing my fingers. I'm really hoping these referees let these niggas play a little more than they play the regular season.
Absolutely, and
Yeah,
I believe they will.
I know. It usually be like that, but this year, like certain things, like with that tech, a lot of techs that was given out, a lot of unnecessariness. I know. I'm hoping they keep that shit unwraps when it comes to the playoffs and the play-in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Cause
uh,
Luka, cause you gotta remember Luka, he get 2 more techs like he get a tech or two in the playoffs. He getting a game suspension. He already hit the
oh yeah,
16 threshold.
yeah. Luka got getting under control, man. He got getting under control because he's gonna be hurting his team if he don't be out there playing. Period.
Yeah, exactly. Because they do play that 3 guard offense, and they start 3 guards in the like. You know what I'm saying? They don't play big as much. They got Michael Finley at the 4, and they got like
All
a
the way.
and they got Dwight Powell, I believe. He just came back from that Achilles. 'Cause I know KD shot him out for that.
Yeah.
Um, he's more like, you feel me, a traditional PF. So he playing the center role type of shit. So they got like a small ball offense type of shit to start. So that's why I'm kind of quite interested in see how they're gonna play against Utah and see how
Oh,
if
absolutely.
Utah gonna pull
And
Rudy Gobert as much as they did last year.
yeah, like me and you were talking about. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that. I mean, and Donovan Mitchell. I'm gonna say this, man. Look,
Salute,
man.
True Viking. I see you in the building, Queen.
It's about what's going on, True Viking. How you doing?
Hola.
And look, man. It's about time for him to step up, man. I mean, he got knocked out for the last couple of years, second round, first round. Am I correct? The
What?
Utah Jazz. It's about time for
Yeah.
them to
Wait. Say it again.
It's about, I'm talking about Utah Jazz. It's about time for them to step up, man.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Facts. Big
it's
facts.
I
about time
mean,
for them
well,
to step
Quinn
up, man. I think.
Snyder's another person that's coaching 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Nah,
Yeah,
you heard
man.
the report though, right? That he said he's
Yeah, it's
less
talking about he supposed to be going to
interested.
the Lakers
Yeah,
on the.
Yeah, he's
but he
less
turning it
interested.
down.
Yeah.
He turned it down because he
Yeah.
Oh,
said
okay.
that
I
he
didn't know.
he don't want the way that Vogel
Yeah.
exited out.
Yeah, he better not take his butt there.
Shout out to Two Raw for TV. He's
Yeah,
the one
shout
that
out to. Oh yeah,
reported
too
on it.
right. Yeah, yeah. He reported that too. He
Yeah, that
reported.
shit
Yep.
toxic over there, bro. Like
Oh,
like all
we
the
all know why
coaches,
it's toxic over there.
all the coaches, they asking for niggas who got jobs. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
they that desperate. They that desperate.
Nick Nurse. I'm like, yo, he got a team over there in Toronto right now. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah, hey,
yeah.
y'all can laugh. Hey, y'all can laugh at Nick Nurse all you want to, but guess what? Hey, Nick Nurse has outcoached Doc every single time they played.
If the Philadelphia 76ers losing the first round, I believe Doc Rivers is gone.
I'm
Yo,
gonna get it. Hey, Daryl, I'm gonna need you on here, and I'm gonna need. Well, wait, we're gonna come on here talking shit anyway. I'm
Oh
gonna need
well.
you on here, man, to bat everybody because they gonna be lighting this motherfucking chat up.
hey
Whenever
you
I
on tonight?
lose, it's like
Polo?
everybing come in this motherfucker.
You on tonight after the playing games?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to do. I'm trying to do the playing game. Wait, what? Go
Oh,
live
that'd be
for it.
cool. That'd be cool.
Because it's gonna be interesting to see, man. This is man, shit.
Yeah, this shit crazy, man.
This is a big game. Like, okay, wait, what? I give you props, man. Hey, Daryl Sloan, me and wait, what? We was going at it about the whole playing thing. Look, I
Uh,
ain't gonna lie. It is exciting to see some shit like this. It's anticipated because I'm making wait what's point. But nigga, the pressure is on Brooklyn though.
I mean, listen. Okay, to be
The pressure
fair,
is on
to
y'all
me,
ass.
it just seemed like to me. I think Brooklyn early season had the best record for the start of the season, in a second part of the season. But I think, well, I'll be fair, they had injuries. I'm just going to, they shouldn't be in that position, but it is what it is. I think they should pull it off tonight. I think they
Yeah,
should pull it off tonight.
if you peep how this shit been going, right? If you look at how each year is like a high level star. Last year you had LeBron James and Steph Curry in a playing situation. So
Yeah.
that's like then they're your 2 biggest stars in the league. So they're gonna focus like everybody pinpointing on that. This
Once you
year
get,
you got the Brooklyn Nets. Now, if you didn't have the Brooklyn Nets in this shit, if you look at the West, Spurs, New Orleans, not really something because you don't got Zion coming back. Now, if they would have got Zion coming back against the Spurs you'll really turn the play-in tournament something really special. A la, let's say you bring in Kawhi back and the Clippers and the Minnesota, like you know what I'm saying? It's like it could have been even higher as a
Correct.
pedestal of what could have brought the attention, not just for one team, but for a lot of teams. Because you would have got eyes on that New Orleans and Spurs games because Zion back. You would have
Yeah.
got eyes on that Brooklyn and that because you got Brooklyn and then you got the Clippers in Minnesota. You got Kawhi coming back. You would have had eyes on that. And then you, like I said, it's automatically eyes on the Charlotte and Atlanta because one, you got Trae Young and his ability of what he could do, and then you
Of
got
course.
Charlotte, who's such a young, poised team
They
that if
almost beat
they
Milwaukee
actually
last year too.
mature, they can actually be a threat. I don't think their maturity level is there yet for them to be a threat, even though all the pieces is there for Charlotte.
Hmm.
It's just their
Correct.
maturity is not there yet,
Yeah. And
honestly.
experience too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm saying, the maturity going through all that. Like I said, last year they in the same predicament they were last year in the 10th spot. You know what I'm saying? And they had quality wins, powerful wins this year. They just haven't been able to string them up on a consistent basis.
Hey,
Correct.
look, what Kevin Love, I'm sorry, I'm gonna address this comment. I'll let y'all continue to cook. Man, Mac Jerry, he needs to keep his fucking mouth closed. That's what. Hey, look, I like Kevin Love, but I understand you got confidence, but the best thing you want to do is keep your mouth closed, especially against Durantula, man. That's ammunition for that 6'11" sniper coming out of DC, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be 100. It's all about the mindset. Like this first 5 minutes of this game, it's gonna tell me truthfully. I might be a little what's the word for it? Facetious when I say this, but the first 5 minutes is gonna tell me how far these Brooklyn Nets gonna go in the playoffs. It's
Okay.
about intensity. It's about how you want to come out. Like I remember that game we played against Philly a while back when we first came in counter with each other. Everybody was talking about 10th. I think it was 10th, March 10th, right? Yeah, March 10th, March 10th. Everybody was gassing that shit up. And the approach that Kevin Durant took into that game, getting his, going straight at attacking,
No,
like that attitude, I'm gonna need that from him tonight. You know what I'm saying? I
man.
need him to.
Hey, no, my bad. Wait, what? I'm
What's up?
sorry about that. Hey, you're talking about if the Nets win, if the Nets win the game, they play Boston. Jason Murph.
Yeah, they
Sorry
play
about that. Go
Boston
ahead.
because
Not
Milwaukee dropped down to 3.
and yeah, and whoever gets that A seed, then they'll play Miami. It's up on there, Jason Murph.
Yeah, it's on the mainstream right now.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Wait, what? Go ahead.
Nah, but like legitly, bro. Like I said, like it's time for the assassin to open up his bag and start going to work. Cause like I said, like I don't know what it is, but we had the same situation last year. Our defense was what's the word? Horrific last year,
Yeah.
going
Horrific.
into
Yeah.
the playoffs, and we got it together. Like honestly, like even with the pieces we had at that time, you gotta remember we had a Jeff Green coming off injury because his fibber, like his bone in the first round. So we didn't really have him in that first couple games against Milwaukee. After he got injured in that first round with Boston. We had like small guards. We had fucking Tyrone Johnson. We had so many small Shamit. We had so many small guys playing so many roles. You know what I'm saying? Our biggest nigga in the center position was Blake
Blake
Griffin,
Griffin.
and he was
Blake
getting
Griffin.
like
Yeah.
pushed around at times.
But you ain't got to
So
worry about that. Y'all ain't got to worry about it so much of that now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the pieces is more
Yes.
like together. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, we just got to focus on. Like I said, it's a lot of times where we could just easily feed Drummond, and I feel like they got to get more into that. Like last game,
Rebounding, second chance points.
yeah,
That makes
exactly.
a difference.
Yeah, because like if you seen last game, I love how Katie. Okay, my shot not going down. Let me get 16 assists. Let me feed Drummond, who can eat these niggas, bro. Like, and I think in they more and more games they play, they're gonna obviously see more and more of that. And that's why last game was so huge against the Indiana team. because he was still getting fed. Like he had like 20-some points and double digit rebounding. When you get him to start coming off like that, then that will make niggas come into the paint more. What that do, give niggas more open shots. So if I can be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping. I don't know if Steve Nash been hiding it. He been low key with his playbooks, but now stop the bullshit. Let's focus and let's get out. That's all I gotta say
Yeah,
on that.
Andre. I think Andre Drummond's gonna be like you said, it's gonna be a key pillar to part with his rebounding and stuff. Um, second chance point, the offensive rebound. That's gonna be a big deal, and a lot of people want to go small in the paint. And that's gonna be a problem. So I think Brooklyn is more suitable to try to win this year just as much as last year. I think like I said, they got all the pieces. I'm glad they got Seth Curry in that trade though. And they got Andre Drummond. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I know we're
yeah,
playing
definitely, most
tournament
doubt,
now. Yeah, I know
most
we're in the
doubt.
playing tournament, but it's gonna be interesting because um you see what I'm saying? I just can't people just expecting for the best teams to win the playoffs. It don't go like that. It don't. It really
Exactly.
it never be honest. Truth is m- half of the longest NBA been around, half of the time it never really went that late. Because I mean, like I said, when it comes to the playoffs, your team can look good on paper, but at the same time, your play is going to speak. It's going to speak. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm excited when the playoffs get here. That's for sure.
Believe I'm excited today. The playing, it just
You
like
excited
I'm
today?
just excited today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's
Um,
fair enough.
yeah, but like I said, man, this is like I said, this year there's a lot of hurdles we had to go through. We had 3 different teams. We had a team at the beginning, we had a team in the middle, we had a team towards the end right now. And like I said, like I'm seeing a lot. Like I said, this year, just growth as a leader from Kevin Durant showed me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like I know everybody wanna like that James Harden situation is no poo poo. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas actually came together. They try to like, you know what I'm saying? They only play 16 games. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And no diss, but James Harden being afraid about only this year and feeling like it's all in type of shit, he allowed the public to get to him. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
remind me of that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It remind me of that Draymond Green thing, where he allowed the media on the outside to inflect his team. Cause in that argument with him and KD, he like, bro, you either with the team or not, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the same quotes that you got from beat writers and Warriors times where they're like, hey, KD, he ain't re-sign up, he ain't do all this. But the whole time he telling you he's focusing on the season. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like people, like that's why I'm not a fan, bro. Cause fans, they take the whole next year shit into too much of a consideration when we in present time. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
oh man,
yeah.
next year we're gonna be looking amazing. We're gonna have all these niggas back. We're gonna have
Mhm.
Joe Harris back. We're gonna have Benson. Like, like
You
when I
focus on
when
what's
I
going
was
on
on the
now.
net space the other night, like the other day, they lucky I didn't speak because I was finna cook all their asses because they are so. Oh yeah, we gonna. Oh yeah, when we get Boston, and then I'm like, bro, y'all niggas got a playing game. Mind you, this is before the Indiana game. So I'm like, yo, like as a supporter, because I'm a Brooklyn Nets supporter, I look at the moments and I be balanced about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's why I'm not even speaking about Boston. That's why the only teams I talked about are the ones that locked in for playing each other. That's Toronto and Philly, Milwaukee and Chicago, Golden State and Denver, which I low key have Denver. I wouldn't. All right, I would not be. All right, I would be surprised, but I would not be shocked if Denver can upset Golden State.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then at the same time, come on now, Draymond Green and Nikola Jokic, come on now.
And, and
I
then
mean,
and then
I
and then
mean,
my thing is this
go ahead.
though. The reason why I'm kind of pushing on that because all right, the way they bringing back Steph Curry is right in the middle of a high intensity first round type of shit. Like he's not gonna get them easy calls. He's not gonna get to the line like that. I wish they would have brought him back in like a game or a game at like 2 games prior to the playoffs, so you can get his rust
Uh-huh.
a little bit of rust off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you can get a feel of the physicality a little more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? His brother on the other end, he playing with a swole ankle type of shit, but he doing in and outs. He's still trying to like play type of shit. So, like I said, man, like I said, you going in a high intensity game against the Denver team that's really hungry right now. They signed a
Oh,
couple of
they
their
are.
players that was 2 ways into full contracts. So they got a lot of young bulls who gonna come crazy. They got a lot of Denver got a lot of young players who's hungry right now. You know what I'm saying? So like I
Yeah, they
said,
do.
man.
They do. That's why I say it's gonna be interesting. I just can't rule out teams that people don't
Yeah.
think that people don't think is gonna make it far. But again, this the playoffs, baby. I mean, this the bread. This is the bread and butter. This is
7
this
game
would
series. You study niggas.
yes,
Not no other
yes,
team every other
yes,
night. So
yes. Exactly. They can get a chance to game
Came
plan for
out.
you. You see what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
Jason Murphy. We came out with a report a few days ago. That the goal is to get him back before the playoffs. He's working hard. I give Ben Simmons his props. He's doing drills and shit. So they're trying to have him back before when the playoffs get started. If they make the
Jason Murray without the Y. Listen, I'll give you an update on that after tonight game. I can't give you an update on it right now because I'll be talking out of context. I'll be talking like a fortune
playoffs.
teller.
Last time you tried to sit up there and you said that Ben Simmons was going to be back
Hey,
earlier.
listen. My source, they told me that back injury happened
Hey,
2 days prior to that.
damn slow. Go whoop his motherfucking source. That motherfucker don't do shit.
Listen. 2 days prior to that, my source hit me up with the information. He was like, "Yo, the back came out of nowhere." You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Anybody can go to Wikipedia and all these other fabricated sites that you go to.
Yeah, they say he might come back for the playoffs. I'm not sure, but they say he had a good chance.
Yeah, he's
He has a
working
good
back.
chance of coming back.
If Wade West says that, then yeah, he's on point with that. But now the Kawhi thing, let me ask you. Okay, wait, Daryl, do y'all think Kawhi coming back?
No, I don't think they're coming back. I don't think Kawhi's coming back. Now, I will say this though. Let me say this: the Clippers been playing good without their 2 best players. I don't know Paul George only played like 30 something or 40 something games this season. Now they've been doing good. For them to play without their team best stars, hey, the Clippers are pretty legit. Just imagine if they had Kawhi. But I think Paul George can carry the load. I really believe there's always a need. If Kawhi can come back, that's fine. But if he don't, I think the Clippers still got a chance. I
only
think
thing,
Clippers still. Go
only
ahead. I'm
thing
sorry. Go
about
ahead.
me and Kawhi is like, all right, he caught that shit being a partial tear, right? So,
Okay.
like, and he could fix that shit up before it became fully teared. You know what I'm saying? He caught that last year, right? He stopped playing the last couple games because he felt off. So he
Yeah.
could have. So I don't know. Like for me personally, I don't know. Like I can't really speak on it too much on it because I'm not a doctor on that
Yeah.
or a
I understand.
surgeon especially.
Yeah.
But for me, I really thought he was finna come back this year. You know what I'm saying? Because the
Even
simple fact that he caught it as in a partially tear. Remember, motherfucking Embiid was playing with a partially tear meniscus, and he didn't even get surgery after the season. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, man.
but you know what I'm hoping though, man. I would like for I hope if Ben Simmons come back, I would like for him to see because you know how much their defense is going to improve, especially their perimeter defense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would love to see that. But if he
Yeah, I
don't come back,
definitely.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
he'll be more. I think he'll be really huge for the communicational part too.
Oh,
Cause,
absolutely. And you have size, and you have size in the backcourt.
like what I see a lot in the games too is communication. It'd be a lot of times where they can easily communicate. Hey, yo, switch back. You know what I'm saying? Because you be having Patty Mills on these motherfucking big ass
I,
centers, and
I
they
love
wait
I
fucking
love the
10
big I
days.
love the big point guards. Ben Simmons bring that size, man. I love the big point guards, man. And he can lock up the team best perimeter score.
And even if you do that too, think about this too. Like you got Bruce Brown playing on like wings as well, so you can move Bruce Brown on the guard. He's much bigger than a
Absolutely.
lot of guards.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Ben
Absolutely.
Simmons back in that role to pick up on wing players. So you give the ability of defense to be more of a crucial smothering approach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. But like I said, I can't wait for the playoffs, though, man.
Oh yeah,
I,
man.
I know you excited. I just can't wait for the playoffs, man. It's gonna be interesting. This gonna be interesting. Remember what I said, man. I mean, I'm not. Listen, like I said, whether they hurt, I don't care. I'm not making no excuses, man. I'm
Yeah.
not making excuses for no team. I don't care if they hurt. I don't care. I'm not making no excuses, man, at all
Yeah,
for nobody.
like I say, on each team, they main guy is seen to be healthy. On each team, even
Yeah.
with the playing teams as well, each guy of their main team seems to be healthy. I think
Hmm.
that's the importance of that. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? The first and the second man being healthy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course you
Absolutely,
have
man.
key specialists out, but you still got the two or one main guy healthy.
The
So I
bread, yeah,
think,
most of the bread and
yeah.
the butter on your team. The bread and
Yeah,
butter.
exactly. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? You might
Absolutely.
not
Yeah.
have no pepper on the side, but you damn sure got the loaf of bread with the butter and everything. So
You
yeah,
got the meat up there. Yeah. The two main
yeah,
things.
yeah. You
Absolutely.
might
Yeah.
not
Two
have
main
pepper,
ingredients.
but you
Yeah.
gonna damn sure have a sandwich. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So like I said, I mean, people think I'm crazy, but the Philly people think I'm crazy when I say Philly can lose in the first round. I'm like, nah, they can, man.
I'm just
They
shocked. I'm just shocked that Polo is so calm about it. I'm just shocked. I ain't
I
gonna lie.
mean, because Polo, because look, Polo, no, there's a chance. They can lose. I mean, they should, like I said, they should win. They should. But at the same time, look who's in the backcourt playing for it. In his history of not coming up big, his history. You see what I'm saying? So if you add that on to it, I won't be surprised. Now it's going to be a tough series. I'm sure it's going to go 7 games. It should. But like I said, I just don't. I just can't. I just don't have faith in Philly, man. I don't have for some reason. I know Joel Embiid gonna play his game, but like I said, it's gonna take a team effort. Unless the other guys from the team gonna give you 20+ points off the bench. Hey man, I can see them losing the first round, man. But Philly should come out on top for the series. Cause
Yo,
these
Polo.
teammates. I'm
Yo,
sorry, go ahead.
Polo. Do you feel any type of way against Tybo with this vaccination thing? Do you feel any really type of way about him?
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the
Nah,
perimeter defense. Yeah, I do.
not the fact, not his decision,
Hmm.
but I feel we need Cyber.
Yeah.
Cyber
Of course.
is our defense. Do we have defenders on our squad? I mean, not on the level of Cyber. And Danny Green, he's not at that level no more. What the way that Cyber plays now, that's sort of what you saw from Danny Green when you.
Mm.
Hey, man, I mean, something. I mean, I don't know. I mean, something. I just feel something inside that it might not happen, though, man. But I mean, like I said, we should pull it out. But it ain't gonna be no sweep at all. It ain't gonna be no gentleman sweep. At worst, it could be 6 games. At worst.
All right. Let me ask y'all this question: do y'all see any sweep in the first round this year?
Um,
Milwaukee.
no, I mean, I understand, Polo, but
Damn,
I'm not even sure about
Milwaukee.
that. I'm not even sure about that. I'm not sure, man. But that Milwaukee should win the series. I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
taking them 6 games, but at worst, it'd be a gentleman sweep.
Damn, Chicago ain't gonna get not one win, Polo. In your mind, not one.
Nah.
I
Oh, man.
I think the Rosen can get one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I
I
think
get
the
it.
Rosen
Yeah.
can get one.
Hey, I ain't gonna put no money on it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't. No, I don't see Chicago because they. Hey, you said it earlier. Wait, what?
yeah, you're
They
right.
Lonzo Ball, man. Regardless of what anybody want to say, man. That's you're missing defense and playmaking.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
I
mean,
agree
that's
with
like
that.
that's like you said, my man. That's like you said, my man.
Anyway,
Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball, man, is key. But
Yeah, I did say that. So yeah. You're
he-
right. You're right.
he's
I
key.
give you that.
But I'm gonna at least give the Bulls one win. I'm gonna at least give them one win.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, man, they ain't went that hard this season. Cause remember, they were number one at one point until like you said, the Lonzo injury, it kind of
against what team?
Come on,
startled them
man.
a little bit.
Against mediocre team.
Well, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. I mean, well, like I said, you can't help who you play. But
True.
we gonna
But
we gonna see.
Zach LaVine is somebody who getting away on the low because he need to be stepping up. Ain't this his team?
You know, it's gonna be it's been so far it's been the DeMar Rosen team, but yeah, you know, my man, Zach LaVine, yeah, I mean
Come down to
he
coaching.
needs to step up.
Yeah, but
We
that
get ready to
Billy
see in the playoffs.
Donovan, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I know Billy Donovan has shown the inability to get it done in multiple places.
Yeah. All right, Phil. Okay. All right, fellas. I'm gonna get out of here, man. If Pillow, you be up here tonight, man. I'll probably be back on, man. All right.
Come
All
on
right,
through.
pimp.
All right, my man. Good talking to you, bro.
Stay up, my boy.
All right, take it easy.
Yo,
Wait,
Scrub
what?
Zero in the bill. If Scrub Zero is good, hop on the panel, nigga. Chicago wins one game at best.
Hey,
Nah,
I'm
but
gonna shut it down. I'm gonna get into another one. Wait, what? Make sure you come back, bro.
all right, for sure.